Hey guys, welcome to the workshop. Today we're going to start building some cabinets that I'll place in the laundry room, as well as a hanging bar so we can air dry our clothes in the winter months. Pretty self-explanatory. I'll explain a little bit more in just a few seconds. The cabinets that we were building are actually upcycled. When we were installing the ones for our kitchen, we discovered two had been damaged during shipping. So, for the past few years, they have become very good at collecting dust. I decided this would be a perfect project to finally get them out of the way and make them useful. The laundry room is actually a mix of laundry room, utility closet, and a breezeway that connects the garage to the main part of the house. As soon as you enter the main living area, the kitchen is right there. So again, it just made sense to use these. It helps the two areas flow together better. I tried to recycle as much of the wood as possible and reuse as many of the slots routed out for the pre-existing shelves that I could. Quick lesson, one that I already know. Haste makes waste. Yesterday was not a good day for me and this guy. Where do I start? Well, so first of all, I guess I've had this project open for, it's been open for a little while now. I haven't had a chance to finish it up. Haven't really been working on it that much, but yesterday I tried to come in and just finish this one out, this cabinet, and nothing really went right, or I didn't allow anything to go right. Because I had the mindset of it's been set and open for a while, I just wanted to get it done. And that's a horrible mindset to have when you're trying to do, especially cabinets. So I came in here and was trying to rock some stuff out. First thing went wrong, my glue up. I had glue all over the place. I didn't take my time, and then it just started running everywhere and I could barely keep up with it. I got most of it cleaned up, but there's still some that I might have to try to sand out. Not really sure. After that, I started nailing everything. I'm using the little brad nailer, so I started nailing everything up, and I'm blowing nails all over the place, through the sides, because I'm not taking my time and lining everything up. On top of that, as if that wasn't enough, the shelf is now upside down. Now, it's not that big of a deal because I am reusing cabinets. I was going to try to not finish as much as possible, I guess. Like this here, this shelf already had a stain and a finish on it, and I was going to use that. I put it in upside down. So now I'm going to have to put a little bit of a stain and a finish on it. I'm going to have to do the back of this anyway, but it's just something that I didn't have to fool with a whole lot. So I can make it work. It's bad, but it's not bad enough to where I can't make it work. I'm just going to have to use a lot of filler, I think. Sand pretty much every bit of it down and start from scratch. So a little disappointing and upsetting, but that's a lesson I learned again, unfortunately. So let's see if we can fix this thing. I found out something else that I didn't do or did wrong. So I had that front piece on just to get it fitted, and I went to try to attach it. I forgot to pre-drill my pocket holes to secure it. And it's all glued and nailed together, so I'm not going to be able to take it apart. I'm probably the world's worst cabinet maker. I'll put that out there. So, I don't know. I'll think of something, I guess. Pray for me, please. Remember, I said I tried to use as much of the lumber as possible. I was actually able to hide all of my goof ups using the leftover scrap pieces. I cut them for a snug fit to place over the back of the shelves and the open areas above the cabinet doors, which actually looks a little better because it was already the same color and finish. Here she is all finished up. It's kind of hard to show a finished product in here, I guess, because it is somewhat of a tight area. Can't really get far enough away from it. But this little knee wall is because the wall behind the wash and dryer is an exterior wall, and we could not have plumbing in an exterior wall because it gets too cold. So I had to build this little knee wall to build it out so we could bring everything into it. But as mentioned before, I am not a cabinet maker. I was able to hide all my goof ups, so it worked out pretty good. Or ended up working out pretty good, rather. We love to hang our clothes, but in the winter, obviously, that doesn't work out. So here is a simple, it ain't nothing fancy. It's just the black pipe you can get from Lowe's or Menards or anywhere. Screwed it together, screwed it to the wall, and ceiling. So, did we learn anything during this fiasco? I also would say that I learned something. Again. Again, haste makes waste. I would say if we were going to do a tip of the day, it would be slow down. Slow down and just take your time and think about the process, think about the plan, have a plan, and just kind of carry through with it, steady pace. The problem is a lot of people, me including, I'm horrible at getting overwhelmed by a time frame. I get behind in a project and I come in and I try to bust out as much as I can. Sometimes that goes pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't, as you can see. So, don't get overwhelmed by a time frame. I need to practice what I preach. I know that, but hey, we're not all perfect. So, yeah, don't get overwhelmed. more importantly, actually, let's do 2 tips. More importantly, enjoy the craft, because that's what it's all about. The reason I do this is because I just love it. I love doing it. And yeah, I make mistakes, but I learn from those mistakes, and I just keep moving on. With that, I would say the biggest mistake that beginners do make is not staying within their skill level. So if you're at a skill level 3 and you take on a project that requires a skill of 8, you are going to be aggravated, disappointed, discouraged, lose confidence, and you probably want to give up on whatever it is that you're trying to learn, just because you're going to think, oh, I can't do this, I'm not good at it. Well, yeah, if you're a beginner, you're not great at it, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get better. And you can only get better if you stay within your skill set. So take on a project that requires a skill level of 4. That will not only give you more confidence since you completed something a little bit harder, but it'll challenge you and make you think. And it's still easy enough for you to really enjoy. So that's another tip. I'm just rattling these things off. So 3rd tip, stay within your skill level if you're a beginner. Let's just do another one. 4th tip, believe in yourself. That goes back to just enjoying it and not giving up after you make the mistakes. Just believe in yourself. Just keep rolling with it and learn from it. Take your time from it and enjoy it, and it'll all work out. The project will come out looking good. I guarantee it, because I believe in you, and you should believe in you. Sounds corny, I know, but anyway, hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, throw me a thumbs up. You could even share it. That'd be great. And if you want to see more projects, I know I don't have a whole lot of videos out there, but if you want to see more, click on that subscribe, and you'll get notifications when I throw these out. And there's going to be some pretty cool ones. I've got plans for some cool ones this summer, and you'll just have to stay tuned for those. They're big. They're not going to be within the workshop. They're going to be outside, and they're going to be awesome. So stay tuned for those. Until next time, thanks guys. Take care.